first takeaways from kind of this season and everything you guys were able to do?
It's pretty incredible. I mean, take a group that was 4 years ago, won one game in the previous 22 times, and then this group to come in here and do what they did. I'm proud of them, proud of the effort, proud of the rebuild. Love for football to be back. Proud of these guys.
Talk about today's game and what worked and maybe what didn't work on both offense and defense.
Well, give Angelo State credit. Defensively, they had a good scheme, did a good job with our run attack, and then took away the big play, which we've thrived on all year long. I thought defensively we played valiantly. Take away the 60-yard run there, and that's it's a one-score game. Once again, give Angelo credit. That's a very good football team, and they played good football today. And the Lopers, especially offensively, didn't play good enough to win today.
What kind of looks were you seeing today? It seemed like they did a pretty good job of, especially taking away your early reads in your passing game.
They did, and it's multiple looks, which they did a good job of mixing stuff in, multiple fronts, multiple movements. That defensive staff, give those guys credit. They had us working all day long.
Darius, after your interception, we scored. Did you guys feel like we had a chance to come back?
Yeah, as a defense, we always feel like that we can't control how we get on, but we got to control how we get off. So we were just trying to put our offense in better positions, and then we let a couple early plays in the first half go that we kind of couldn't climb back as a defense and get in the spot.
You guys just kept battling today, though. You give up some yards, and you just kept hanging in there. What was kind of the thought process, especially in that second half when you kept making stops?
Well, going in the second half, we knew that it was going to, the whole game is going to be a defensive battle on both sides. So our philosophy has been, but don't break. We can give up some shit, but we just have to get it right back.
And Coach, you got a dynamic quarterback, one of the best in the country, obviously. Up against a really strong defense today. Was this ASU defense as good a defense just about as you've seen all year?
Absolutely. Them in Northwest Missouri, probably the two best we've seen.
And just talk about how difficult it was for him to get in any kind of a rhythm, obviously.
Well, everything that we stem from is running the football, and Angelo State did a great job of once again giving multiple looks. Nothing too with what they were doing. They were keeping the ball with our run game out of our quarterback's hands to run the ball, and so credit those guys. They multiple looks, multiple movements, and we couldn't get anything going all day long.
All right, thank you guys very much.
I got one more. That's good. How about this year in general? It's one thing to go into a year expecting to have a good year, but you got to do it. You guys did it. You really stepped up and had a season to be proud of and to look back on. A great year.
Great year. I think it goes back to the resiliency of our kids. How many games this year did we win on the last second drive? Yeah, absolutely. We want to obviously go come back next week. That's the ultimate goal. But you look at what UNK football, and maybe over the course of the history of UNK football, this is as good a team as any we've had. So extremely proud of my kids, and we'll be back.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.